Hello and welcome back to Warner Realty Group. We make the complex simple. A lot of you asked me after a video I did last week or 2 weeks ago, and we were talking about headlines and how headlines do more to terrify than to clarify. And this made me feel good because I know people are watching. Couple people reached out and they asked because I said, Realtor.com had done the same thing. So today we're going to talk about what Realtor.com said. If you look at the slide that I have up on the screen, this is one of the articles or blogs. If you log into Realtor.com, you can see this article. And I have a little slide over it. But their article says, oh my gosh, foreclosures are shooting up. Is it a repeat of the early 2000s housing crisis? I get why they did this. You're trying to get people to stop the scroll. You're trying to get people to watch the video. I think in this case, it's a written blog. It's not a vlog. And they're talking about that there was an increase in foreclosures. So let's go back a little bit and remember that we had a moratorium on foreclosures for at least a year, if not longer. And during that time, there were 0 foreclosures. So in 2020, we had a couple come back out. But if you look at the little info box that I have on top of the slide, in August 2019, which was a normal year prior to COVID hitting in March of 2020, we had 28,000 foreclosures. Nobody was panicked that we were heading into the housing crisis like we saw in 2008 through 2010. No talking heads that I remember were talking about how, the world is coming to an end. But if you look in 2020, August of 2020, we were down to 5,603 foreclosures. Now that is less than 20% of a normal year. And in August of 2021, as we start moving out of the foreclosure, we went up to 8,348 foreclosures in the month of August in 2021. So when Realtor.com comes out with this headline, they're saying by shooting up, we did see an increase, and it was a 49% increase over the year before, not a 49% increase of normal. It's nowhere near normal. It's what's 8,000 is 8, 16, 20. It's less than a third of normal on a regular day. So thank you for actually pointing out to me that I never sent you this slide, but this is the article. This is what's really happening. I think it's causing people to get really confused. I know it's a super hard market for buyers right now. And don't wait for foreclosures. Why? Number one, we're not going to see a wave of foreclosures. Nobody thinks that we are. The only place we're seeing that is these headlines that then get picked up by YouTubers who are making projections, but they're not based on data. The data suggests that we are not going to see a wave of foreclosures. And if you're sitting out of the market waiting for these foreclosures to hit, say, for example, that all these foreclosures hit the market. We are in year 3 or 4 of a seller's market. We have a drastic shortage of inventory. So if those foreclosures come back on the market, they are, number one, they're not going to be in great condition usually. And number two, they're going to be selling at market rate. The bank is not going to discount them. They're going to put them out and put them at market rate. So don't wait for foreclosures. Stay in the market. If you do not stay in the market and you're planning to buy, the projection is we're going to see a little more inventory come out in 2022. The market is going to stay strong. Home price appreciation is going to continue to grow, but it is not going to grow at double-digit rates. And finally, we are expected to see mortgage rates get close to 4 at the end of the year. Now, don't get me wrong. 4 is tiny compared to 8 and 12 and 25% at some points in American history. But 4 is a lot higher than 2.8, right? And if you can buy now for 3% or 3.2, you're making that more expensive house more affordable because it's costing you less money to buy it. So hope this helps. Warner Realty, making the complex simple.